It's 11:22 a.m. Saturday, April 4th. Easter's tomorrow. I have my breakfast. I bought sausage. First time that I've had sausage since I moved here. Not like ever, but first time I've had it at my house. And it's reminding me of the past. In a nice way. I don't know. It kind of makes my stomach hurt, but not the point. Basically, I want to give like a where my brain is at update. I'm a little hungover. I went bowling last night. It was very fun. I feel a bit sick. But like it's April, right? Next week I'm going to Capitol Reef for this like dark hikes class. Classes end in like 3 weeks. This is the last 3 weeks of my freshman year of college, which feels worth documenting, you know? Feels like it deserves some contemplation. I was really contemplative for all of like the end of my senior year last year. And I feel like I've been so busy that I haven't even been able to like consider, like I haven't been considering the implications of all of this and how all of this will build me up and like affect my who I am. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna start with like the logistical truths of my life right now. God, sorry, I'm really using weird words. That's just what's coming to mind. But like I have four projects, 2 projects in construct, 2 projects in action that I'll need to have finished before April 24th. One of them is going to be at the goalie, like a performance art piece. I'm going to set up a dinner table. I'm going to have like a dinner table on one side and then like internal, not necessarily monologue, but like thoughts as they're occurring on the other side. I want to have like flashes of like to-do lists, day-to-day stuff, like the songs that are stuck in my head often. And then I have this like symbol of a horrible memory of mine that comes up often, as horrible memories do, that included a shell in a hand. So I'm gonna have the shell in the hand show up sometimes, and when that happens, there's gonna be like different sounds going throughout it, like the sounds of the TikTok, sounds of like conversations with my friends that I like when I'm remembering that, sounds of like work, sounds of just, and then like also sometimes it'll just be the sounds of me setting up the table, because that's also what I'm thinking about sometimes while I'm doing things. I'm trying to just represent like what it looks like to be going through my life and what the experience is. And I think that because I had a bit of a different idea with this, and my professor was talking to me about trying to make it a bit more universal. And I feel like this is more universal because I think everyone is constantly just like, there's thinking a lot. People are often thinking a lot. And if anyone, I think a lot of people, I have a theory that everyone has varying levels of PTSD, but like not necessarily like disordered, but like when you're going through your life, you remember the things that were poignant enough to come back, even if they're not horrific and horrible, they still come back and affect all of your choices. And I think that that's what I'm trying to represent with this. Setting up the dinner table at the goalie is like, because I've had a lot of freakouts at dinner tables. The shell memory is still associated with a family dinner, and the goalie is like a place of stagnancy to me. I went there a lot while I was really struggling. It was a good like safe haven before moving, but now that I've moved, I don't really need a safe haven, so I've kind of let it go. And it's also just so far away, but it doesn't really hold that same like safe space that it did. but it does hold like just a lot of like symbolic stuff to me. And I've just made so much art around it. I really, yeah. So that's my plan with that performance art piece. I'm excited about it. This is a project I've wanted to make for a while. It has a lot of different factors to it. And it feels like I've been struggling with like the line between being trauma dumpy and making good art. And I don't know what it is because some art that I really respect is very trauma dumpy. Like, I never know any artists' names, but I'm sure y'all have seen this. Like, I saw it in my class, but also saw it on TikTok, and I bet if you guys have seen it, if anyone is watching this, I am not going to announce that I'm posting this at all, because what is there to watch? It's just me talking. But, sorry. The lady, depressed lady, had her depression bed in the exhibition. I think that's true and honest, and I want to be presenting what's true and honest. And I just watched Adaptation by Jack Kaufman. Let me see. I was talking about this with someone else and I forgot. Kaufman. John? No. Kaufman. Kaufman Adaptation. What is his name? Charlie Kaufman. He was very, very honest about his internal monologue, about like the way that he sees himself as he goes through his life. Although he wasn't presenting that to everybody as he was going through his life, he was presenting that in his art, and that is what I respect. I find that incredibly impressive, and I was touched by it, and I was like, that is so good, and it feels fucking self-indulgent and like stupid as well. And that's something that I've been feeling about art broadly. It all feels self-indulgent and like a waste of resources. But I still want to make it, and I still want to teach it, and I don't know. And that's a good transition into the other things that I've been thinking about recently. So yeah, that's the project I'm gonna make. I'm hoping it follows through. I had a really big scheme for my fucking photography project, and that kind of didn't follow through. But I'm gonna try to dedicate more time to this. I'm actually not gonna move on to the art question yet because there's other logistical things that tell you why I'm not sure if I'll have time to do this at the rate I would like to. Because also the construct projects that we're gonna use like found materials, so I might go to the goalie and like make a blanket out of goalie materials or something. I don't know. I want to use a blanket. The blanket will be a part of the performance art piece. Like maybe I could put the blanket on with the goal. Yeah, it's like I want to combine them to be consolidating to be efficient. So yeah, that's that. Next, other things that are making this a lot. I have such a bad score in my online class. I have such a bad score in my my like in-person atmospheric climate change class. It's less bad than my online class, but it's still not good. And I want to do good in these classes because I don't want to waste fucking money, obviously, and I should. And I'm not going to blame myself that hard because I've been grinding hella with you. Yes, we ran a bill in February. That's why I'm so behind. But it is just true that I'm behind. But yeah, there's that as well. That's kind of the stress of the semester and the fact that there's 20 days. Like, all of that has to be done in the next 20 days. But it's okay. I'm a boss. But there's also, I'm starting a new internship with the Sierra Club, engaging high school students in a clean energy campaign, which is fucking amazing. And I'm so excited. We're going to have, each of the 3 fellows, me, Autumn, and Joe, are going to have target districts that we need to find students within and faculty members and, like, ideally district staff to, like, get clean energy campaigns enacted in those districts. And the thing is, it's like, it's affordable for the districts. So it's more of like, they're less of the problem, and it's more, they are part of the problem. Change is hard and a lot of effort, and right now, what I've been nervous about is just like, how big of an issue is clean energy in these rural kids' lives compared to other things? But, I mean, if it brings down the cost of energy, then I think that it is a good initiative. And our goal is to build a framework for it to become statewide. So, that's really exciting and also really terrifying, because it's just, I have a work computer, a work email. There's a lot of groundwork laid. I'm gonna take a bite of this. Take your time. Think about what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. Think of how it relates to your life. Okay, yeah. So internship, 15 hours a week, 22 an hour. I'm gonna be making great money and doing work that I actually believe in, which is really exciting, but scary. But I'm excited. And I'm excited to work with students, and I'm excited to work within a school system, see what it looks like to change a school system, because that's what I'm interested in. Or at least I'm vaguely interested, so I want to see what it actually looks like to do it, not from afar. But yeah. And there's also UES. Our training program is this summer. We're ramping up, trying to advertise, trying to like get people in. Like I'm gonna in 10 days I'll be going to maybe 9 days. I'm going back to fucking Alta to do a like presentation about UES at their environmental club. I'm excited to see Marty. I'm excited to see some of the old students. They're all nice. I just feel a little weird going back to Alta like super senior, but I'm not a super senior. I'm advertising for UES. Yeah, it's fine. But a lot of tabling coming up, trying to get the word out for UES. I'm able to mark some of my UES hours as Sierra Club hours though, because we're gonna be like trying to move students from the summer program into the clean energy campaign, like that transition of, like, because my internship ends I think in October or September, and we want to move students into the clean energy campaign to keep it going. Because I mean, I think the biggest problem with high school campaigns is that people graduate, and that's a good way of curbing that by having a steady stream of motivated people who are freshly educated, ready to do the work, you know, excited to do the work. So yeah, that's that world. It's stressful, but I really love it, and I love the people in it, and it really makes me feel like human and alive. We know the state of the world, you know, shit's like kind of always going down, it feels like. And I mean, I just think that that's because we're in a broken system. But right now it's pretty exemplified. So, it feels good. It feels good. It pacifies me. It makes me feel better. But it's not pacifying. That's something else I've been struggling with. I don't know. I can't draw the line between logical questioning of myself and self-deprecation. That's something I've also been struggling with, because I feel like I just think that I'm bad, so that everything I do is bad, but that just can't be true, because I'm not that bad. But I'm not perfect, and there's definitely a lot of blind spots that I have also. Like, white, rich lady, I for sure am fucking up often. It's slowly I'll get to a point where I understand it and I know how I feel. So that'll come. So that's the internship stuff. What else? I'm gonna take a look at my calendar. There's like family stuff that I'm not really gonna get into, but just a family member's moving away and it's like really heavy and it's just gonna be hard. That's all been very hard. And it's connected to the fucking trauma memory, bro. Of course. I need to pause this. Your girl's got a shit, but I'll be back. I'm cutting the fact that I'm doing that. Nope, you guys don't get to know. Your girl's gotta go to the bathroom.